Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new video. Figured today we're going to do a pick a card reading because we have not done one of those since the summertime on this channel. Today's question is, what message do you most need to hear right now? And I think we're ready to start with group one. Right. So group one, you've chosen the Amethyst Crystal and the Kawaii Tarot. Here is the message you most need to hear. Well, there's one card that came flying out. All right, what is the message that group one most needs to know right now? Oh, there was another one that just flipped out. What is that? This one. Good cards so far. Wow. Spirit, how do you want me to arrange these? Pyramid. Sort of. Here we go. Okay, so group one right away, this one is saying with the Lovers card and the Wheel of Fortune side by side that the people in your life that you love and care about most, Wheel of Fortune saying they're meant to be there. Chariot is saying they're going to help you to move forward in this next stage of growth in your life. So we also have Nine of Swords, which is talking about worry, stress, anxiety, some fear, some major problems going on, emotional, mental, mostly mental within the mind. The swords are that suit, all about the mind. And then right next to that, we have Temperance. This is saying that you are healing from a time of great struggle. Something that's coming in from Spirit is like you have been growing so much that you've developed some inner growing pains. You've learned so much new information that it's starting to conflict with your core beliefs. It's starting to conflict with things that you thought you already knew. It could be one of the things causing you stress. This is a very general reading after all. Either way, you've been just kind of going through it. Temperance is saying that you're going to heal and that you actually have been healing. The healing process might feel a little bit slower than you'd like, but Spirit just wants to make sure that it sticks. So the loved ones in your life that are meant to be there, that are going to help you through this time of growth, they're going to help you to heal as well. You connecting with them, talking to them, spending time with them if and when you can. They've accepted your compassion and your empathy and your help in the past. And now Spirit is saying it's your turn to receive their compassion, their empathy, their help, their support in the present. Card on the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. This is all about moving on, transition. It can be a tough transition, but it's a transition all the same. From a place of difficulty into a place of calm, a place of maybe better thinking, like clear-headedness. Clear-headedness, I say, as I fumbled my way through that sentence. That's okay. But a message for you right now is that you are healing from hard times. Look towards the people that you love in your life because they're going to help you through it. And it's not a burden on them. The thing is, they want to help you. They want to because they love you, and they want to because they know that you deserve it, and they want to because that's the kind of people that they are. They love you, they see you struggling, they want to help you. It's just a very natural feeling for them. All right, so let's get out some oracle cards. I have, oopsies. I have messed up the camera mount here, but that's okay. I have the Path of the Soul Destiny cards by artist Cheryl Lee Harnish. These cards are beautiful. But here we go. Let's move that out of the way. What is the oracle card message that group one most needs to know? They've been going through a tough time and they're starting to heal from their stress, their anxieties, their fears. They're starting to get through it. They got to rely on the ones that they love. And there's a really strong message about expressing gratitude and just feeling the love that's around you when you are with these people. That's another thing that's really going to help you to heal. Oracle card message. This one stands out to me. Oh, I saw this one a minute ago or a second ago, I guess, while shuffling. So I guess that one was important. Okay, so it's number 26. Now, I don't use these cards too often, so before I go into the guidebook for this one, I am just going to tell you some intuitive little hits that I get just from looking at this. To me, it looks like outward movement. I was reminded of like the Big Bang or something. It starts as a little singularity and then all of a sudden it expands outwards. That's what I'm seeing with these lines going out. And with this sort of round shape, it just kind of looks like some kind of ripple effect has happened. And all of this has just been, well, your struggle and your issues here have just sort of been a result, just sort of a side effect maybe of this huge, I just keep getting this idea of like an internal Big Bang has started a huge cycle of growth. And like I had said earlier, rapid growth gives growing pains. But there's something about you just expanding. You're expanding your consciousness, you're expanding your understanding of life and the nature of reality and the nature of yourself. But the guidebook for this card says, all right, we have third eye. The third eye rules psychic abilities and clairvoyance. Although every human is born with the ability to see beyond the known, it does not mean that they always access it. Your intuitive gifts and abilities are very strong. When this card appears, it is because you're ready to move into the next level of development of your inner seeing. Intuitive development is important for your growth at this time. Expanding your gifts not only benefits you, but also aids those who need that guidance and support you can provide. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. So yeah, you're going through a time of spiritual awakening, and that's kind of what I felt that internal Big Bang was all about. And like I had said earlier, Spirit's just reminding me that like it's okay that all of the new information that you've been learning is conflicting with your core beliefs and existing information that, you know, your brain was already holding on to. But that you're slowly letting all of that go, and your confusion, your stress, your anxiety is healing. And if it doesn't seem like a spiritual thing that you're going through right now that you're struggling with, oftentimes a big catalyst for spiritual growth is times of struggle or trauma. The consciousness decides, I can't take this anymore. It's time to expand. I need to get out of here. I need to stretch my legs or whatever. It's time for something new. I can't continue like this. And that could just be what you were going through now, sort of the ending phase of this. I can't continue this way anymore. And then, of course, keep in mind that you have your loved ones around you that are going to help you through this. Okay. And then, let's see, your next, what did I do with that other one? Here it is. Your last oracle card is from the Ask and It Is Given deck by Esther and Jerry Hicks. This is a really, really amazing deck. This is going to tell you a little bit about maybe what you're attracting into your life right now. Or a message that will, whoa. Okay, so those two just flew out. We'll just use them. Things you're attracting and just useful advice that you might, that might resonate with you, that might help you a lot. So first we have, moods are indicators of my emotional set points. And then we have, my greatest gift to give is my happiness. When you continue to focus on any thought, it becomes increasingly easy to continue to focus on it because the law of attraction is making more thoughts like it available to you. And so, emotionally speaking, or sometimes mentally speaking, you are developing a mood or you are achieving a habitual vibrational groove, so to speak, or a set point. So if you're struggling right now, that may have become an emotional set point for you. Like sort of like that card was saying, just a groove that you're existing in, just a vibrational essence you're existing in, the loved ones around you are going to help you to lift you out of that so that you can enter a higher vibration, maybe just a happier, more positive one that just makes you feel better, a lighter one. Because this is saying the greatest gift you have to give is your happiness, or is your light. The greatest gift you could ever give is your own happiness. When you are in a state of joy or appreciation, you are connected to the stream of source energy that is truly who you are. And anything or anyone that you're holding as your object of attention benefits from your attention. So it's kind of nice. As a result of your loved ones helping to lift you out of the difficult time and out of the vibration of maybe struggle, as a result of you accepting their love and help, they're going to feel gratitude, which is a form of love, and they're going to feel satisfied that they were able to help you out. And they're going to feel your gratitude coming off of you as well. So this just benefits both of you, just benefits each other. But it's kind of nice. You're getting through it. You are getting really close to the other side of this, where you're in a happier state. Your intuition is growing. And I think that to a lot of people, maybe this could be sort of scary. It could be very unusual. It's not something a lot of people are used to working with, is their intuition and their, things like the clairvoyance, clairaudience, psychic abilities. We're all able to connect to that, but some people just don't know, right? And some people are just learning it now. And if that's you, then I really don't blame you for kind of stressing out, freaking out. Oh my God, what's happening? Am I going crazy? No, you're not. You're growing. That's this internal big bang happening in you. But it's all for the best. It's going to be really, really good for you, and you are going to be just fine. You are going to be fine. There's so much love that surrounds you that there is no place that is so low that love can't pull you out of it. So anyways, group 1, that was your message. I hope this helped you a lot. If you liked this, hit that thumbs up or subscribe or hit that notification bell or leave a comment or whatever you feel like doing upon watching this. And I'll see you in my next upload. All right, group 2, it looks like you've chosen the Septarian Stone, one of my personal favorites, and the Housewives Tarot deck, which is also one of my personal favorites. Haven't used it in a long time, so I'm really glad. Really glad I brought it out. Okay, so what is the message that you most need to hear right now? Group 1 was all about accepting the love that your loved ones are offering you and accepting support, but I'm interested to see what your group has to say. What does group 2 most need to hear right now? What do they most need to know? What message do they most need right now? Okay, so right away, group 2, I'm seeing that with these cards, 4 of Wands, King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, this is where you want to be. And you feel like you're not there yet, or you think you're not there yet. So 4 of Wands, this is all about comfort, harmony, peace in your home, just a good life. Lady on this card looks like she's living her best life today. You want to be living your best life. You want to be self-sufficient. You want to be able to build your empire. You want to be able to provide not just for yourself, but for, maybe you have a household, you got a family, maybe you just got, the loved ones that you really care about. You want to be able to help them out whenever you can, or provide for them whenever you can. And then it's like you just want to be the boss of your own life. You want to be able to, what I pick up, I don't know why the reason I'm laughing. It's just because I've been there, and I end up sometimes going there again and again, wanting to just have everything under control. and wanting to be the one in charge of everything that happens. Whoop. Knocked our camera over a little bit. Well, okay, and I won't write her off too quick with this Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is also very confident, and she's like super sure of her creative abilities. She's very confident in the way that she looks and in the way that she feels, the way that she comes across to others. Her energy is really warm. It's really inviting. It's really open. It's just, she knows she's like all that, but at the same time, she'll flaunt it, but she won't, it won't be to an extent that it's harmful or vain. She's really confident in like, well, she's just passionate in like emotionally for the things that she cares about. She could be passionate like physically, sexually, and she's just confident in all of that. She knows she's good. So this is kind of where you wanted to be. Card on the bottom of the deck is showing me this is where you feel like you are right now with this Devil card. You just feel like you're stuck and you're surrounded by things that are maybe going to impede your progress. Self-doubt is like a big one that comes in. You know, it could be literal vices and addictive behaviors. It could be, and you might need to get some special help for that if that's the case. But I'm also just seeing things like, well, like I said, self-doubt and insecurity and not knowing if you're going to be good enough. Or another thing that's coming in from Spirit is not setting reasonable goals. Like, absolutely aim as high as you want, because that's, you know, that's great. But sometimes you need to break your huge goals and dreams down into smaller, more attainable steps. That makes it seem less overwhelming, and that's what's going to make your task seem less impossible. But right now you're stuck in that headspace where this is what I want, but it seems so far away and it seems so impossible to get. You feel stuck in that. Whoa. There we go. Just about knocked our whole camera over. All right. The Emperor, all about control. If Queen of Wands wants to be in charge of everything, you know, wants to be more of a leading type, more confident, a good ruler, good leader, whatever, Emperor likes to have the absolute control over everything. And then we have Death. This is all about letting go. Release. Release, control. Release the desire to control absolutely everything, every tiny detail. Release the desire to control the way that others see you. Release the desire to control the way they think of you and the way that other people might speak about you. Just let all of that go. You can't control things that are outside of your own self, like what other people say, do, and think. You can't control. Now, for some reason, this example is coming in. It might be relevant to a couple of you guys. You can't control necessarily the number of subscribers on your channel or the number of followers on your social media. You can't necessarily control things. Well, you can't control things like the weather, right? You can't control other people's thoughts and decisions. Things that, yeah, it might affect you, but there's no point in obsessing over it and worrying over it because there's nothing you can really do about it. Spirit's saying don't be discouraged by that. It's actually a good kind of not being able to do something about it. It's because you don't need to do anything about it. Another thing that seems to be really gripping some of you guys in group 2 is just this fear of failure. This Death card just can also represent the idea of failure that some people have, that if this doesn't work, it's all over and it's done. There's nothing left. There's nothing left for me to do. Some people are worried that if whatever it is that they try to get to this place here with these top 3 cards, they worry that if it doesn't work, if the approach they take doesn't work, then nothing will work. That's something else you have to let go of. That's something you can't control. You control what you do. You're responsible for doing the best you can, but outside of that, that's not on you. The last thing we have here is the Moon card. Trust the hints and the cues and the nudges from your subconscious. What are you dreaming about at night? And write it down or remember it or something. Or just take a little note of, okay, last night this thing showed up. And you know what? The night before this thing also showed up in my dreams. Okay, well, it might be important. I wonder what the common connection is. And then think about things like, what do you desire in life? How do you want to get there? How do you want to feel? You're going to have a lot of really smart and valuable information come in from your subconscious. It's going to come in from your own self. You got to be quiet and listen to it. So in order to let go of some of this control, like we were talking about earlier, you might have to go back into the more deeper parts of yourself and think, okay, this core belief comes up, like for example, the fear of failure, how some people think, well, it's completely over if I mess this up once. Okay, well, why do I think that? What has happened in the past that's caused me to think this or feel this way? And think about things like, is there any evidence around me right now that could either prove this or deny this? We might have to do a little bit of inner work, a little bit of inner healing. And once we do that, we move on and release some of our old pains because we realize, oh, that's why this core belief comes up. It's because of this memory. Okay, well, I'm much older now, so I can understand it differently. This person acted the way they did because of X, Y, and Z. I reacted the way I did because of X, Y, and Z. But nowadays, I know that, you know, A, B, and C might be true instead. It just makes it easier to let go of some of that pain when you see it from a different way. Okay. And that's what's going to really help you to manifest whatever it is here that you really want, that comfort and peace, that harmony, that abundance with King of Pentacles, and that confidence, passion, creativity, motivation there with the Queen of Wands. So we're going to take a look at some of our oracle cards. We have, I'll show you the lid here. We got Path of the Soul by Cheryl Lee Harnish. Very, very beautiful cards. They don't have any writing on them other than in the guidebook, so it's kind of fun. You got to use your intuition first and then check the book and see what matches up or see if any of it resonates. So what is your oracle message then? Group 2. Okay, you know what? I right away see something about breaking free from old patterns. Releasing control. That control, just letting go of it. Letting go of old patterns. But there's also a knowing that you are the one, you are in control of what you do. You let go of the control of everything around you. So use the control that you do have to maybe replace some of your habits with healthier ones or healthier ways of thinking. You might have to actually stop and think. Like, sometimes we just allow our thoughts and our inner monologue to just roll on and on and on into this big stream of consciousness. But you might have to actually stop and go, okay, wait, what is this thought? Why am I thinking it? How is it making me feel? Where did this come from? Because a lot of the time, thoughts that pop into our head do not actually come from us. They sort of come from the collective consciousness around us. And if we're existing in a certain vibration or in a certain mood, maybe, we're going to be more likely to pick up thoughts, thought forms, feelings, and stuff floating around in the collective consciousness from other people who are resonating at that same vibration. So there's something about breaking through here, breaking out of your old habits and your old ways of thinking. And it's just making that conscious effort to do it. Now, I do want to see what the guidebook says. I do just want to compare the notes a little bit. I just really like how it's that predictable checkerboard pattern, and all of a sudden, whoosh, it's like somebody took a knife and just sliced right through it. And what card is that? Number 6. Oh, breakthrough. There is a thin veil which separates us from the other dimensions of existence. You are now energetically breaking through this veil. You may be experiencing knowings or feelings of other dimensions. Your consciousness is moving beyond this third dimensional realm, which is really, really important for things like manifestation, trying to create your own reality. Embrace the moments of clarity and understanding that flow with this greater knowing. As you break through the veil, you are in closer contact with your guides and other divine beings who are there to aid you on your journey. So I think that's kind of cool. The next oracle card we have is from my Ask and It Is Given deck by Esther and Jerry Hicks. Wonderful oracle cards, very useful, just full of great advice. So, okay, what are you attracting to you right now, or what is some really useful advice that you should know? Spirit's just telling me to pull off the front because I shuffled and it's like, no, just take that one. I'm a physical extension of source energy. So that thing that we call life force, or we call it God, or we call it the Tao, or we call it all that is, we are a physical extension of it. We are that same source trying to experience itself, and for some reason, we are one of the ways in which it wants to experience itself. So anyways, this card says, everything in your physical environment was created from non-physical perspective by that which you call source, or the Tao, or whatever, all those things I just listed. And just as source created your world, and through the power of focused thought, you, from your leading edge place in this time-space reality, are continuing to create your world. That's why we have to work on that inner healing and letting go of our worrying about things we can't control. Because that's what's going to help us to get into this place of abundance and creation, and just help you to manifest exactly what it is that you want. All right, so group 2, I hope that helped you out a lot. I'm really, really glad you tuned in. If you liked this reading, hit that thumbs up. You can share it or comment or subscribe, or you can hit the bell icon. That lets you know whenever I upload or go live or have any updates or anything like that. And with that, thank you for watching me, and I'll see you in my next upload. All right, group 3, you have chosen this, I can never remember what its real name is, but I just like to call it my sparkly white crystal. I don't know. It reminds me of snow. Just the way it sort of glitters like that on the light. Gorgeous. Anyways, you've chosen that particular pretty one. If you know what that stone is, tell me in the comments so that I can remember. Because I look it up and then I learn it and I go, oh, right, that's it. And then I immediately forget. So, oh, and you've chosen the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. So your question is, what is the message you most need to know right now, group 3? What do you most need to know right now, group 3? I guess these ones are smaller, so I don't have to put them so far back. Group 3, your message is really similar to Group 2's, kind of. It has to do with manifestation. What I'm picking up here is that you're actually getting quite good at it. You understand that what you put out, the 2 of Wands, is what comes back to you, 3 of Wands. But it seems as though what ends up coming in is kind of the wrong thing, or it's almost correct, but just like something is off, something's not right about it. I'm also getting that you may have manifested the exact opposite of the thing you wanted. That comes in from Spirit when I look at this one. These ones are switched around. I actually should have put them out like this. Spirit wants you to know that it's not because you're doing it wrong necessarily, and it's not because you're not good at it, because you really are. If you're getting to the point where something something comes in that you were actually really thinking of and putting your attention on, it comes up in your awareness, or it comes up in the world around you, like that means that you're getting really good at this. The fact that the wrong thing sometimes comes in, here with Two of Pentacles, you might be a little bit double-minded about what it is that you think you want. On the one hand, we have, I really, really want this. But when you say, I really, really want this, what the universe kind of understands is that want equals don't already have. So when you say, I really, really want this, I really, really want this job, I really, really want, that person to notice me, I really, really want whatever it is, you end up kind of saying to the universe, when you don't, it's okay to want things. And an important part of manifesting is to have gratitude in advance, so that the universe goes, oh, okay, she already has this, so we better make the vibration she's putting out is that she already has this, so we better give this to her so that it matches, right? When we're all like, I really want, I really want, I really want, we say to the universe, I don't already have this job. I don't already have this person in my life. I don't already have whatever. And so the universe goes, oh, that's the vibration she's putting out. Well, I guess we'll just keep things the way they are. And that could be why sometimes the wrong thing is coming in. And sometimes when we really, really pin hopes on something too, on a particular outcome or on manifesting a particular thing, we might subconsciously hold on to fears of not having it, fears of losing it. Another thing that's come in with this Four of Cups is like you may have manifested something like something you wanted, and then it's almost like poof, you lost it, it was gone. Where it's like, maybe you wanted to manifest a whole bunch of money, right? But you had a subconscious fear of not having enough, or you had a subconscious fear of an emergency expense coming up. For some reason, this is the example Spirit's giving me. The example, somebody wanted to manifest $2,000, and they did. But then the car breaks down, and something else happens, and something else happens, and all of a sudden it's like, poof, that 2,000 just disappeared. It had to get used up for all these things that they were afraid of happening. They accidentally manifested both the thing they wanted and the thing they feared. So, Spirit's saying the solution to this, in order to have the best possible result with Nine of Cups, the most satisfying result, the card on the bottom is King of Swords, and with that one I heard razor sharp focus, visualization, and trying to put when you're doing your manifestation work, whether it's the writing down your desires 55 times a day for 5 days, the 55-5 method, or you use some kind of magic practice, or you just use the law of attraction, whatever it is, Spirit's saying you need to have razor sharp focus, even if you just sit for like a minute or 2 minutes and eyes closed, picture in your head what it is exactly what you want. You imagine yourself holding it in your hand, or having it in your life. And you think about the way that you want to feel. How is it going to feel to have that thing which you want? How is it going to feel to have that person, talk to you? You wanted to manifest somebody noticing you. How will it make you feel when they actually see you, smile at you, and talk to you? Or when you have, like, if you wanted to manifest money, what are you going to use it for? How are you going to help other people with it? How excited are you going to feel when you see the numbers in your bank balance go up, right? That's what you need to have a razor sharp focus on. And Spirit's saying, even if it's just a couple of minutes here and there, whenever you remember to, that is going to help you a lot. And to have gratitude in advance, saying thank you for this thing that I have, even though you don't physically have it. Because the universe, like I said, goes, oh, that's the vibration she's putting out. Oh, shoot, we gotta hurry up and match what she's giving out to us. That's going to help you to become a lot more confident in your ability to create. Queen of Wands is very creative, very passionate, very confident. She actually showed up in Group 2's reading about manifestation and stuff. And okay, she might not be, perfect at it, but she doesn't let it stop her from trying a different method or trying something a different way or thinking about something a different way. Like, for example, something that's coming in from Spirit, because I know it's a really general reading, but it's something that might resonate with somebody, is losing weight. Okay, somebody really, really wants to lose weight and they want to start exercising and eating really good, but they're going about it the wrong way. What they're looking at and really focusing on is the way they're going to look, as opposed to maybe just how it feels to be healthy, how it feels to have energy, how it feels to move your body, how it feels to have a good sleep. The good looks and everything they will come as a result of all the other work that you do. Queen of Wands knows she maybe accidentally, manifests something she didn't really want, or she'd kind of focused on the wrong thing. She goes, oh, okay, well, I learned from that. What's another way to look at this? What is something else I should look at? So as opposed to, wanting to get into healthy routines because you want to look good, maybe it will work for a little while, but, maybe you manage to lose a little bit of weight, but then something happens, you get discouraged, and it makes you feel like quitting. What if you instead focused on how is it going to feel to have energy? How's it going to feel to be healthy? And then as a result, everything else that you want will fall into place. Now, that was a really specific example, but Spirit's saying it's going to resonate with some people. So first, for Oracle cards, I have Cheryl Lee Harnish's Path of the Soul Destiny cards. They're very beautiful. They don't have any printing on them except for the guidebook. So of course, we'll pull one, we'll go over any intuitive hits that come in, and then we'll compare it to the guidebook. So anyways, what is the Oracle message for group 3? And they're manifesting and getting better at it. With this one, number 23 here, I kind of just see something about mirroring. The word mirroring or mirror image had immediately come in. I'm also hearing as within, so without, as above, so below. So what you focus on internally is going to start showing up around you in the external, in the physical realm. The things that just start to sprout, the thought forms and the desires and things that start to sprout, in our subconscious and then in our conscious mind, and then they're in our thoughts, and then maybe we talk about them, maybe we dream about it, whatever it is that we desire. That's an example of how those things start to show up in the world around us. So mirroring, just really, really paying attention to what happens in the internal is what's going to reflect in the external. But I do want to see what the guidebook has to say, because there's probably definitely a lot more useful information in here. Okay, so her description for this card is magical. Embrace the magic within all of your day-to-day experiences. Think back to the days of childhood when anything could happen. Begin to expect the unexpected. Many small yet wonderful surprises are coming your way. This is the calling of the universe to return to childlike wonder and belief that anything can happen. Okay. Kind of goes along with our message of when some people accidentally manifest, the wrong thing, or the thing that they did manifest it and then all of a sudden it feels like it's gone. Some people do have like a lot of doubt. It's like, I really want this, I believe it'll work. And then on the other hand, it's like, well, what if it doesn't? And that's what can cause significant delay in manifesting, can make things just not come in the way you want. So it's just having that belief inside that anything is possible and anything can happen. That'll start reflecting in your outside. You'll find that just really amazing things could start happening, unexpected things that it's like, wow, I didn't expect this, but I really love it. When you allow for those kind of things to happen, then they will start to happen. It will make this process easier without the disappointment, without the accidentally bringing in something that you didn't want. Okay, and then our last oracle card actually will be very fitting for this particular reading for you guys. I have the Ask and It Is Given deck from Esther and Jerry Hicks. Really nice deck, full of useful information. What are you attracting to, or what is just some really good advice for you. Okay, so we are all co-creators within a diverse universe. Every physical being on your planet is your partner in co-creation, and if you accept that and appreciate the diversity of beliefs and desires, all of you would have more expansive, satisfying, and fulfilling experiences. Interesting. But the fact that we're all co-creators, okay, we start off by putting out a vibrational resonance, either like, I want this, / I lack this, or I'm really grateful for this, / I already have this, even though you might not actually have it in the physical yet. That's how we start creating. That's how we do our part in creating. And then the universe goes, oh, I better fulfill this request because this is how she's saying things are. I better make sure that what I give to her matches. Okay. So that was your reading group 3. I hope that was really helpful to you. I hope that was useful. If you liked it, feel free to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, hit the notifications bell because that will let you know whenever I update or go live or have a post or whatever. And thank you so much for watching this. I'm going to see you in my next upload.